Hi, Stitchers.
Hi,
I'm Laura.
and I'm Keisha, and we're the Pattern Queens, and welcome to Stitch with Us, episode 48. Today is Sunday, July 7th, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and silliness and rambles, and sometimes some shenanigans, especially when I message Keisha right before we're supposed to get on and say, maybe late.
That's okay, you had good reasons. It was getting your girl breakfast and getting discounted coffee.
Yeah, I have my mocha. It's ready to
Ooh,
go.
nice. I'm trying to think. I think it's International Delight. They have it's a Bridgerton themed. I haven't seen Bridgerton, but it's a Bridgerton themed iced coffee. I'm almost through with it, but it's a berries and cream. That's what I'm into.
Ooh.
And then I have water for afterwards.
My water is across the room, so I think I'll make it with the coffee though.
Sounds good. So let's show them what we're working on today so that we can visit afterwards. We're
It's
working on,
this.
yes, Peacock and Pomegranate by Cottage Garden Samplings. Both decided to pull this out again. Show us yours, Laura.
Mine is in the same spot because, in spite of me saying, I think I'll finish up the bottom row, I didn't do it. So I still have like 7 to go across there.
Well,
How about
maybe
you?
we'll get it done today. Well, I didn't pick mine back up. So this is where I am. I was doing the lighter green around the outside of the leaves, which I'll probably do today. I realized that this the part that the leaves are on uh is just all this color back and forth, so I may just do a really interesting line while we're on today. I don't know. We'll see. Mine is on 40 count 18th century Blackbird from R and R.
Mine's on
And it's
30 count morning fog from Blackbird.
nice. Or R and R.
I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. Like my brain is not on yet.
It's okay. It's okay. I said Blackbird.
And I
Your
just
brain.
repeated you, didn't I?
Yeah. I've realized that this is not the easiest fabric to stitch on in here. Because my lighting is not good and it's pretty dark. So
Yeah, my lighting's not fabulous right now. It's kind of a gloomy, overcast day because I did open the window, the curtains a little bit to let in some more light. And yeah.
so
Okay, I tried a drink yesterday.
all right, tell us about it.
So I love my mocha, right?
Hmm.
And every once in a while I like to get a white mocha, but it's really sweet.
Yes.
So what I did was I Googled it to see if they did this, but I ordered an iced black and white mocha.
Oh, interesting.
So they do regular mocha, but add white mocha into it. Now, I do things decaf. So if you're a person who's not doing decaf, I think you actually get some frappuccino in it. But I get
Mm.
mine with non-fat milk and I don't do the whipped cream. I just,
Mm.
I'm a chocolate junkie. I just want the chocolate.
Yeah. Interesting. I've never
Mhm.
thought about having both. So my new thing, and I say my new thing, I don't really go to Starbucks that often. It's usually when I'm with you. So the last time uh we got together and I got Starbucks, I got an iced mocha and I did a strawberry cream cold foam on top because my drink of the summer from Starbucks used to be a raspberry mocha. I loved that. And they got rid of the raspberry syrup. So the closest I can come to it is that strawberry cold foam.
There you go. The black and white, so a regular mocha, I feel like it's not real sweet, because
Mhm.
it's the dark chocolate. And the adding the white mocha in there is almost like adding marshmallows to your drink.
Oh,
So it's almost like an iced cocoa, an iced hot cocoa.
fun. I'll have to try that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't really have a regular Starbucks order. I kind of just get whatever I'm feeling on that day.
I was thinking that I have not had the brown sugar shaken oat milk espresso.
Hmm. I like that drink pretty well. It's not really sweet. It's not that sweet.
Mm-hmm. I like it during the summer. So, excuse me. I had a birthday this week.
You did. I was going to ask you to give us your life update, but we just went into our coffee drinks.
Yes, we
What
did.
kind of life update?
So, Katie told me that she had a doctor's appointment and I needed to go with her, which
Mhm.
is really funny because that's what I was going to use to get her out of the house to take her for her hair color.
Yeah,
And we ended up just telling her a day early so that she could be prepared to be there for a long time.
right.
Um, which is good because then she changed and instead of teal, she had Ashley do her hair blue.
Ooh, and it looks good. It looks good.
It's so fun. But I I kind of wondered when she told me that. But we had to get up and be out of the house by 8 a.m., which I know you guys are all like, that's not early. Well, it was early. I'm a
Well,
night
you had
owl.
summer break. Yeah, and you're staying up until like 2:30. I'm getting messages from you at
Yeah,
2:30.
2:30 might be early for me on a lot of days to go to bed. But anyway, so we took off and we didn't get coffee because, Katie's going to a doctor's appointment. I kind of was a little ornery and I said, "Oh, well, we can't get coffee because, if you're going to the doctor, they may want to do blood work," thinking that maybe she would fess up. Nope, we just didn't get coffee.
Oh man, that's big news.
That was bad, right? So we took off and Katie and Bree had paid for me to have a massage and a facial.
Ooh,
And it was
wonderful.
lovely.
Sounds
So
like it.
we've been getting a volcanic stone massage when we go. We don't go very often. We like the last time we went was New Year's Eve.
Right.
So 6 months ago. But I had a fabulous massage therapist and I told her what my problem areas were, and she definitely worked on them.
Nice.
And afterwards, so lovely, lovely experience. And Katie, I'll show you next weekend stash, but Katie bought me something from the spa too.
Ooh.
Um, but afterwards, we got to go next door. Katie wasn't having, she had the massage with me, but she wasn't having a facial. And so I got to go next door to Roastery Coffee afterwards.
Mhm.
And I got a honey, what do they call it? A honeycomb latte.
Ooh, nice.
So the roastery is local coffee, local to Kansas City. And there's not one up here close to us unless you found one.
No, no, downtown is the closest I could think of.
Yeah, and it's funny because, you know, the roastery, the plant is on the Missouri side,
Hmm.
but really the shops are on the Kansas side, I
Yeah,
feel like.
right.
So anyway, it was worth it. We went out to breakfast and then picked Bree up and I took a quick nap and then we packed boxes.
Mm. Well, at least she treated you before she made you work on your birthday.
Yeah, the only thing is that my massage therapist did such a good job working on my muscles that it really hurt to stand down there and pack the boxes. And
Ugh.
Frogwart's boxes, I don't think I have one up here, but do you have yours by you?
No, it's in the front room.
Frogwarts boxes are big, and um they're constructed differently than our normal box. And my arm, you can't see it so much anymore, but I cut up my arm inside here just
No.
reaching over the edge of it every time.
Uh-huh.
So um it was fine, but it takes longer to do those boxes, and just the whole process is slower. And we started late because we had to wait until we could have the downstairs to work from.
Hmm. Which
So
meant you didn't get your taper extraordinaire.
yeah, Katie
My
sat at
husband
that
taped
end.
the box.
My kids
Yeah.
were at both ends of the box. Bree
Hmm.
was making them because they had to be taped and all that to be made. And Katie was finishing them up.
And if you
So
haven't
how
heard me
about
talk about
you?
it,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
oh, it's okay. I was just gonna say, if you haven't heard me talk about it, my husband tapes most of the boxes that you get from Black Needle Society, but you guys
Mhm.
packed on a night when he had to go work his real job, so he went
Yeah.
and
And
taped boxes.
we had to do that because we're reworking our downstairs space because we
Hmm.
moved our office home. And we had to wait until the contractor was gone and until he was going to be gone. So
Yeah,
he took off um Wednesday evening, right as I laid down for my nap, which I really only got like a little over an hour. But right as I laid down, I heard Katie yell, "They're here, they're here, they're here." The last item had finally made it here.
finally. So you packed as early as you possibly
Yeah,
could.
well, then we had to wait for the contractor to finish up and go for the day.
Sure.
So it took us a little over 3 hours to pack the boxes, but we had a fun evening. Oh, here, this. So two of our friends came to help pack, and this is what they brought me for my birthday.
Oh, so nice.
And this vase is so cool. I don't know if you can see it, but right here in the middle, it's indented so that you can
Uh-huh.
hold it
Hold
more
it.
easily.
Oh,
So, but
cool.
that makes it a little wonky, and I love
Mhm.
wonky things.
It kind of looks like a piece of bamboo, like the way bamboo is shaped.
Oh, okay. But it's just beautiful. These are so fragrant. They smell so good.
Oh, nice. I love it whenever you get ones that smell good too.
Yeah. So it was really sweet, a nice, nice surprise for them to bring that in. And we just had a good, fun evening chatting. We all knew that it was going to take a while, and we were just okay with that. So
Awesome.
there's sometimes when we get into pack and we're like, let's just get done. But we were okay with that.
Yeah. Let's see. There's not a whole lot new with me. Owen slept really well last night. That's what's new with me. So I did have to wake up and feed him. But I was able to rest. That was good. I've got a lot more stitching time in this week than I have been, so that was nice. Uh, did I have to stay up and do most of that stitching between the hours of 9 and 1 in the morning? Yes, but that's okay.
Hey, that's my
Uh,
time.
I know we're stitching at the same time. And but mostly this week we've started, well, we've been planning, but we're doing the final preparations. Next Saturday is a birthday party for James. He'll be turning 4 a week from today. So we're having a party, and this is his first birthday party where we're inviting friends from daycare to come.
Ooh.
So it seems like that's kind of most of the other kids, it's been their fourth birthday is the birthday that they've started inviting friends. Uh, so that's kind of a big deal. So I've been trying to coordinate all that, and um, so I'm excited for him to have his first big boy birthday party. And he just keeps telling me about how he wants balloons. So we got to make sure we get him some balloons. That's pretty much his only request. That and the Spider-Man birthday cake. So gonna make that happen. But we've got people coming in from Timothy's family lives in Iowa, so we've got a set of grandparents and cousins who are coming from there, and then my parents who are coming from a couple of hours away. So we're trying to coordinate all that and uh, you know, figure out all of the fun little details. Like, are we having lunch beforehand with our family? Are we doing anything after with our family? All that kind of stuff. And then um, we have, uh, as kind of our tradition, we decided on James's first birthday that we would take the day off of whatever we were doing, and just go do something special just with him, which of course we're going to extend to Owen. Um, so since James's birthday is on a Sunday and that's a day that we have off anyway, my husband and I are taking Monday off and sending Owen to daycare, and we're gonna go have a fun day and do whatever James would like to do. Make it his special day. So we have a request to go to the aquarium.
Oh, fun.
So that's probably what we're gonna do. So I guess all of the things that are new with me are things that are going to be happening in the next week or so.
Well, and we have an online retreat, the Black Needle Society, that starts Wednesday. So we will be madly scrambling around, finishing things up. Katie and I have plans to do a little fun work with it today
Mhm.
and check in with our team later on. But yeah, we have some stuff to get done for that, and then we'll be spending 4.5 days online, just
Oh,
having a
nice.
good time with a lot of work for sure.
Yes. Well, you guys do a lot. I mean, I know you do a lot of work during also, but I know there's just a lot of stuff that goes into just the being able to sit down and hit go on the computer.
Yeah, there are a lot of moving parts. And Katie's not an especially get up early person, and she has to, during the event, get up, shut down the Zoom rooms, and then restart the Zoom rooms because they can only be
Mm.
open for a certain number of hours.
Yeah.
So, and she has to get a movie started and, just get all the stuff going. So I need to get myself on a going to bed and getting up early routine for the next week.
Hmm. I'll also be trying my best to attend the event whenever I'm not. I didn't take the days off of work, um, but in the evenings, if I can, I'm not competing this year. Last year, I was going to also not compete, but then I was asked last minute to kind of round out a team. Um, and so I did like hop onto the events that I could whenever I was off and tried to stitch as many stitches as I could. But this year, not competing at all. And that's kind of nice.
We had such a good time with everybody. We always love the online retreats.
Hmm.
Okay, we have rambled a lot. Did you come with questions too?
I I did, but they're mostly birthday related questions because you just had your birthday.
Katie's
And
birthday is tomorrow too.
yes, yes, that's so exciting. And my birthday is in 24 days. In case anybody was wondering. One of the questions was to ask how you celebrated your birthday, and you already told us. So see, the rambles answer the questions. But how do
No,
you
the day
usually?
after Katie made my birthday dinner, because on my birthday, by the time we got done, nobody was cooking. So we
Sure.
went to Taco Bell
Oh, okay.
at 11 o'clock at night.
I mean, you guys do love a late night Taco Bell,
Oh
so
my goodness. But then it's funny, she made flank steak on Thursday so that we could have, did she do that? Yeah, on Thursday, so that we could have tacos, flank steak tacos. I didn't mind like a bowl, but oh, it was so good.
ooh, that sounds good. I speaking of birthday dinners, today would have been my grandpa's 85th birthday.
Wow.
And so usually I was really, really close to my grandpa. Named one of my sons after, in
Mhm.
fact. So uh I usually try to mark the day by having some of his favorite things. And so dinner tonight is some fried shrimp because he would always ask for, well, and I don't know that we're going to fry them. We will probably just put them in the oven. Just some frozen breaded shrimp. We're not getting too fancy, but my grandpa would always request that my grandma buy some of that breaded shrimp and fry it up and then also fry some zucchini. That was his birthday dinner.
Yum. You need an air
So
fryer.
we do need to get one. So as much chicken nuggets as we make in this house, we probably do need to get an air. Uh, but so we're going to have um, shrimp, and I don't know what sides we're gonna have with that. Probably just like French fries, because usually if we do shrimp, we make chicken nuggets also because James won't eat the shrimp. And then, which no big deal. Throw it all in the oven together. It's fine. And then I will have some Pepsi because Pepsi was my grandpa's drink. And that
Hmm.
is the plan for the birthday dinner. Um, do you usually have a specific thing that you ask for like a birthday dinner, or do you just whatever sounds good in the moment?
It's kind of what strikes me in the moment.
Mhm.
So, um, and I wasn't really concerned with it this year because I knew we were busy and trying to get things done.
Right.
But Katie had planned to make something, and then she said, "Oh, or I have flank steak, and I can make flank steak, and we can have tacos." I'm like, "Yes, absolutely." So that was pretty good. Um, we're going to, I think it's called Louis Wine Bar and Dive,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whatever it's called.
Louis Wine Dive, I think.
Wine Dive. Okay. That's where we're going tomorrow for Katie's birthday. And I'm pretty
Oh,
excited because they have extensive gluten-free items,
oh, awesome.
including fish and chips.
Oh, nice.
And so that's kind of like a bonus for me. And Katie was excited to go out, and we ate at the one in I think it's in Des Moines,
Mm,
on our way on a trip because it was kind of late at night and we saw that it said gluten free, and we're like, there we go, we're gonna do that. And then found
mhm.
out that there was one here, and we haven't been yet, but we're excited to go do that.
That'll be so fun. Um, I used to, when my grandma was alive, she would make me tenderloin. We'd have a tenderloin, and she'd make homemade potato salad, and then she would make me a pineapple upside down cake, and
Like a
that was my
tenderloin
birthday.
sandwich or a tenderloin roast.
Like a tenderloin, what you'd put on a sandwich, but she wouldn't pound it super, super thin, so it was a little bit bigger, and I would just kind of eat it like that. And her breading was my grandpa sitting with a meat tenderizer, chopping up saltine crackers.
Oh,
So
okay. I like both
Uh,
versions of pork tenderloin, so
yeah, I like them too. And uh, but usually I would want it just a little bit thicker whenever she made it. It's so good. I need to make that for myself sometime. But uh, so she'd do that, and then she'd make the potato salad and uh, pineapple upside down cake. I don't know what I'll ask for my birthday this year. I'm not really sure what we're doing on my birthday. My birthday is the day before camp
I
starts.
was gonna say somebody planned a retreat.
Yeah. Well, and so because of the retreat, Timothy and I had a conversation that it would be hard for him to watch both boys, probably. And my in-laws had been talking about doing a cousin camp where all the cousins came and spent the night and had, like an extended weekend of fun things. So I don't know what day James is going up there. So Timothy will only have the one kid while I'm at camp. Um, so I don't know what day James is leaving. If he's leaving on my birthday or if he's leaving before my birthday on Thursday. I don't know. I don't know what the plans are. I'm going to have to figure that out. Um, so I don't know who all will be here for my birthday dinner. I'm planning on working that day because it's a Wednesday and I'm taking Thursday and Friday off. So I figured I'd just work. So um, my work does a thing where every month we have a food day, just like a everybody brings a snack and we have a theme and it's really fun. Just something to kind of break things up. And we always do it on a Wednesday because we usually have enough food that we can snack until the weekend at work. And since my birthday is a Wednesday, I'm like, let's just do it on my birthday. I plan on being here. And if it's your birthday month, you get to pick the theme. So I just went with what I picked for last year's theme, which was bring your favorite kind of cheese, bring some crackers, let's just snack all day.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So I know I'm doing at least that. Um,
Okay, and you made me think my favorite cake growing up was always an angel food cake.
oh, really? That's a very summertime.
And I didn't want the strawberries on it, but I liked a strawberry glaze on it
Oh, okay. That sounds
because I did
delicious.
not like the strawberries as a kid.
Mm.
Oh, and
She
I'm
says
wearing
while
my
she wears a
strawberry
strawberry
shirt
short.
today. I have my strawberry shirt, so But yeah, and I haven't had that since I've been gluten free.
Yeah,
Really, if I had asked Katie for it, she would have done it.
I'm sure
She
she
would have
would have.
figured it out and done it. But we've just been working. So
Right. Do Bree or Katie have a traditional birthday since we're talking everybody's who has a birthday this month?
no, not really. We kind of let the person choose what they want for their birthday dinner. That's
Mhm.
that's pretty much our tradition. And last year on her birthday, Katie cleaned her room because it
Mhm.
was time. She figured it was her birthday and she could do what she wanted. So guess
Yeah.
what?
Hmm.
She's cleaning her room tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
But to be fair, I have an appointment. I've had, sorry, I have a hair floating around and it was caught in my lip balm. Um, I have an appointment. My iron levels have been low, so they are doing an iron infusion tomorrow, and I'll be gone 4 hours, like literally 4 hours for this
Yeah.
thing. I'll probably be gone 4.5 or so, but it'll just be, I don't think she'll be up for the beginning of that time. She does have to leave and take Bree to work, which darn the bad luck, Bree works at Starbucks.
Mhm.
So I'm sure she'll get her birthday coffee at that point.
Yeah.
That's something you have to do on your birthday, Keisha. Go get your birthday coffee.
Yes. Yes. Will the birthday coffee be at like 6 p.m.? Probably. That's okay.
That's
Uh,
about the time you'll be coming to join us, huh?
yeah.
We will
So,
be setting up all day on your birthday,
yep. Yep.
getting all ready, so it should be good.
Uh, so we always, it's just kind of worked out this way. I'm sure it will change as he gets older. But every year on James's birthday, we go to a Mexican restaurant. Or as James likes to call them, a chips and salsa restaurant. Because that's what's most important to him at that restaurant, chips and salsa.
We probably on my birthday a lot of the time, well, no, when I was growing up, what we would do is go up to my aunt and uncle's, and they live in a smaller town, and they had several fireworks displays throughout the week or leading up to the 4th of July. And mom and dad would always tell me that the one on my birthday they were doing just for my birthday. Um, but we would play. We had lots of room and we would shoot off fireworks and be obnoxious kids, I'm sure.
Yeah, but when else are you going to be obnoxious but when you're a kid?
And my cousins, of course, couldn't care less that it was my birthday, other than it meant that we would make homemade ice cream and
Mhm.
have cake. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're coming and we get cake and ice cream? Okay, come on up."
Summertime is just the best.
I know people have talked about, oh, there are drawbacks. Like you typically don't get to have birthday parties with your classmates. My
Yes.
mom made it happen 1 year during elementary school, which I thought was just awesome. But we were usually gone to the lake or gone on vacation or up at my aunt and uncle's, something like that on my birthday. So for
Mhm.
me, I kind of made the last day of school my thing. We had a pretty big piece of land, and so I would invite, once I hit junior high, I would invite my friends over, a whole big group. I ran around with a group of like 20 girls, and then there
Mhm.
were peripherals too. And I
Mm.
would just invite them all over and we would set up tents and have a camp out in my backyard. And
Oh,
we could
fun.
have, a campfire and the whole bit. So we just had a good
Mhm.
time. And we were we were just all hanging out there and way down. Our next door neighbor didn't use her entire yard. Um, we both had gardens at the back end, and
Mhm.
she didn't use the whole thing for gardens. So she was fine if we set up our tents back behind her garden because it meant we were further from the houses and they wouldn't have to hear the noise.
Cute.
But um it was fun, and I know my friends enjoyed coming in doing that just because we had a place to go and we could just do what we wanted and have fun and hang out. So it
Yeah.
was kind of my birthday replacement.
Nice. I didn't have very many friend birthday parties uh growing up just because of my birthday was in the middle of summer too.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'd usually have a couple friends that I'd invite over. And uh I lived my parents still live in the area where the state fair is, and that's just a couple weeks after my birthday. And so sometimes for my birthday, I'd get concert tickets to go see a concert there. And um, when I was, like 16, my parents would let me go to a concert with like a friend and just drop us off for the day at the fair and we
In the
just hang out.
days when you could do that.
Mm. So,
I do remember my friends planned, my junior high friends planned a birthday party for me. And one of my friends had called to see if she could stay the night with me, but we had to go pick her up. So
mhm.
my dad drove me over and we picked her up and came home, and something happened when we got close and we ended up going around the block to see something. I can't
Mhm.
even remember what the excuse was, but we came back and the two of us walked in and it was a surprise birthday party. And
Oh,
I
fun.
lived in this little bitty room at the front of the house because
Mhm.
I just liked it. It was kind of its own little private room up there. And my friends were all piled into my like 6 by 8 bedroom. And
Oh, fun.
they had shredded newspaper and shoved it in all of my drawers.
Oh, no.
So all of my underwear and my shirts and my shorts, all of my stuff on the shelves had been, yeah, just that
Oh,
stuff galore.
yeah, we had a year where my close friends and I, if we would go over for like a sleepover for somebody's birthday, we would somehow get them out of their room and we'd TP their bedroom
Yes, we did that too.
because we were never like the kids who like we never went and like TP'd a random house or anything. Um, so that was our opportunity. We just threw a couple rolls of toilet paper around somebody's room. It's good to know that kids are kids no matter when they're kids.
Yes. Yeah. It was fun. I mean, it was fun that they came over and did that, and we were just silly and had birthday together. And when Katie was little, we definitely did fun birthday parties for her.
Mhm.
Bree um was always more private with everything. So I don't feel like we did as many. We did like the Chuck E. Cheese birthday party because we could invite a bunch of people to come and hang out, and
Yeah,
kind of nice to have all the pizza and everything there.
right. Well, we've had some fun birthday parties for James so far. Our house isn't overly big and we don't have a big spot for entertaining people. Um, so we don't have like a lot of usable space to have a party in our house, even if it was just our family that showed up. And our our yard, we have our front yard and then the rest of our yard is a slope. So we just don't have a good party house. Um, so we've always had parties away from the house. Um, like last year we did Sky Zone and just had a whole bunch of kids jumping on trampolines and that was fun. Um, and we didn't because that was just we invited a couple of close friends who have kids and then cousins. So we did not have enough kids to round out like there's like a minimum number of kids that you'd pay for to come and jump. But we didn't have that for the party package. So all of the parents got socks and could go and jump on the trampolines with all the kids. So that was just it was fun, and we had it during um, toddler time at Sky Zone because it was cheaper and also meant that there weren't going to be that many kids there. But also meant that we had like a 10 o'clock in the morning birthday party. Uh, so there just wasn't, it was mostly our party that was there, and that was a lot of fun. Um, this year we're going to a place that has a bunch of like inflatables and things that the kids can climb on and run around. Um, so I'm excited for that.
I was
Uh,
thinking Bree's favorite thing when she was little is that the T-Rex restaurant. was open
Oh,
out at Legends, and they had all sorts of things in there, including a Build-A-Bear.
yes,
And
yes.
so really what she liked to do was to go out and be able to, usually she would take a friend with her, and
Mhm.
we would just let them do all the things that they wanted to do out there, and probably buy a t-shirt or a mug or whatever they wanted to bring home, and a
Right.
Build-A-Bear. And that was just her fun thing. And then we would have dinner, and we always got, they had this ice cream sundae that came out on this huge, huge platter. And I think it
Mhm.
had brownies or cake or something underneath. Excuse me, but it was so huge that we always just got it and got 4 spoons. So we would tell whoever was there, if you're picky about this, then scoop yours over onto your plate. We're good. And we just all ate this huge dessert, and it came out like with sparklers on top, or big tall candles.
Mm.
But that was her favorite thing. And then we
And
would
if you
come
all
home and have more dessert.
awesome. And if you all don't know what a T-Rex cafe is, envision a rainforest cafe,
Mhm.
but it's dinosaur themed.
And they also do, I think the other one is called Shark Tales,
Oh, fun.
which we have pictures of Bree just soaked, because they had, like a splash park right outside, not a park, but a splash pad right
Yeah.
outside the front. And oh my gosh, she had so much fun. We were at one in I can't think of the place, down in Texas though,
Mm.
and just had so much fun. And it had aquariums through the whole thing, so you could see all the fish
Cool.
swimming around, and
That's awesome.
it was a cool one. I don't know what the Landrys still do. I don't know if they still have Rainforest Cafe or anything.
I don't know. I was kind of sad when it went out. That I know that the T-Rex cafe went out a little less than 7 years ago. And the way that I know that is I got married 7 years ago, and my niece's birthday is the day before my wedding anniversary, and she turned 5 that year. And they all went to the T-Rex cafe because she was
Oh,
super into
fun.
dinosaurs. But I didn't get to go because I was still doing wedding preparations. That's a
I loved that place because they made a I don't even know what they called it, but it was a spinach salad with strawberries and candy pecans and chicken over the top, and a balsamic glaze,
ooh,
a balsamic dressing to go over the top.
that
And
sounds good.
it was fabulous. Oh, and goat cheese.
Mm.
It just was so good. And, not what I would think. You go to a place like that and you get, sure, get a salad. Although I will say, going to Chuck E. Cheese, my favorite thing about it is that it had a fabulous salad bar.
Huh. For some reason, I don't remember the salad bars at Chuck E. Cheese's because I only went as a kid.
I was just not all that into getting pizza. That was my
Mm.
deal. And it was fun to be able to go and have the salad bar too. I'm trying to look at this. It really is hard to see. I'm still not going to be done.
Ah. See, we didn't live in the city whenever I was younger, so going to places like that, was a real treat. And we went to Chuck E. Cheese's. We didn't usually eat there.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
we would eat somewhere else, and then we would just go and play because I don't know. It was probably cheaper to take us to McDonald's and then go play than it would be for us to eat pizza there.
It
I'm
was
assuming.
definitely a safe place though, because you had to have, after a while, they made sure that you had wristbands and everybody had the same number. Um,
Mm,
I can't think. Everybody had the same number on their wristband so that you were all identified as a group, and you could not take a child out unless their wristband matched yours.
oh, gotcha.
But I love a good salad bar, and that's probably kind of a thing of the past now since COVID.
Yeah, we talk about this at work sometimes because our local grocery store Price Chopper, a lot of them used to have really good salad bars, and COVID killed a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which is sad. I like a good salad bar too. We used to have a Ruby Tuesday in North Kansas City, and we would go to that salad bar all the time. And
I
now
always
it
feel
isn't. I
I always feel like the problem with any kind of buffet place is that parents don't supervise their kids and kids stick their fingers in and sneeze on the food. And you know, if you go and stand, that's what you see. And I think, oh, come on. If you're going to take your
Right,
kid up there, just watch them, help them. Yes, they can scoop, but you get the spoon.
right.
So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, no, I feel that too because we go to Pizza Ranch, which if you don't have a Pizza Ranch where you live, it's a pizza buffet, and they have chicken there too,
Yeah,
and an
they always
okay salad.
advertise their chicken huge, don't they?
Uh-huh. Oh, the chicken is good. So James loves going there, and I'll take him up to the buffet, but it's always okay. Well, and he can't get the food off the buffet right
He
now
can't
anyway
reach quite
because
yet,
yeah,
can he?
he's too small. But I'm like, do not touch anything. Here are your options. Tell me what you want. Stand right next to me because they'll just be kids just running all over the place.
Um, my favorite place used to be Sam Wilson's Meat Market out in Independence on 40 Highway. And they had a big salad bar that was
Mhm.
just fabulous. I always was a salad eating kid. We had a garden when I was growing up, and that's, you know, I always was a good salad eating kid. But at the end of this thing, they had a block, like my hands won't even stay in frame, a block of cheese.
Oh
And they
wow.
had, you know, the cheese slicers, and you could
Uh-huh.
just slice off your cheese. So as a kid, the fun thing was that you tried to get from the very top to the very bottom and get that
Right.
long piece of cheese to take back with you.
That's fun.
And you could have, you know, whatever you wanted off of it. But oftentimes when we went out there, I would just have salad bar. And they did a burger that later on the South Beach um recipes came out, and they call it a South Beach burger. So it's just
Mm.
a bunless burger that they put, excuse me, that they put green onions. They would put mushrooms on it. I don't like mushrooms, so they were left off. But green onions and tomato and then cheese over the top, and they bake it, they broil it to make
Ooh,
all of that melt. And it is, I just think it's fabulous.
yeah,
So
that
I
sounds
would get
good.
that and salad bar, and between the two, I would be set.
See, I didn't really I didn't mind vegetables so much. My family's always been kind of a raw vegetable family, but
Mhm.
it wasn't my favorite thing. But I remember there was this place, and they've since closed. There was this place in my hometown called the Royal Inn, and it was a pizza restaurant. Um, but they also did like taco bar. So they had two sides. You could get either the pizza bar with the salad bar, or you could get the taco bar, or you could pay to get both. Well, my parents were only going to pay for one, so I would always pick taco bar. The downside of picking taco bar is the pudding. Uh
Oh,
the only dessert they had on the buffet, the pudding was on the salad bar side. So I had to choose between putting on the salad bar or getting these wonderful potato wedges and a nacho cheese dispenser. So
There you go.
I usually want potatoes and nacho cheese dispenser.
Yep. Yep. That would be
And then
me too.
eventually and then eventually they decided that that wasn't really a usable model and then you could just get both of those. So
I think I'm hearing thunder.
yeah, me too. I was just about to ask if you were hearing it your way too.
It's so funny because around this time of year, it's hard to decide whether it's really thunder or if
Right.
it is somebody out with their fireworks just having a good
Yeah.
time.
Yep. No, I think that's thunder.
Are you at a good stopping point?
Yeah, I'm at as good of a point as I will be. Let me do this last stitch
Well,
if you want to go ahead and show what yours looks like.
I ran out of my I ran out of my floss. So I am still this far from the end.
Oh,
And I have
wow.
to I went and bought all of the floss to replace everything, and
Mhm.
I can't find where the bag is.
Oh,
I know where about where it should be, so I'll have a good look again. But
right.
also mine is in an 805 stitcher bag. Look at the
Ooh,
pretty.
so pretty.
I
I
love
love that
the pretty
peacock.
peacocks. And because Tara's extra, that's my needle minder.
Ooh, fun.
So, and you can
Oh,
tell my fabric is modeled just beautifully. That's
mhm.
through all of it. It's hard to see, I know, when we're just looking at it and but I am almost there, and this is how wide this thing will be. It goes, I'm about 3 inches in, I think. So it goes from here to here.
I forget how long it is because I always have my fabric rolled up.
Well, and yours is 40 count, so
Yeah.
yours won't
And
look
I'm
quite so massive.
right, but I'm in the middle and let's see. That's how, because I got it cut to size.
That which
Keeps,
that's what I do too, is start in the middle when it's cut to size.
I'm always afraid that I'm gonna like miscount down, that somehow the
Mhm.
margins got cut wrong and I'm gonna start this thing and get to the end and it's not gonna be right. Here's where I got on mine. I did that big old long light green line there and then finished around the leaf that I was stitching. I figured while we were chatting would be a good time to stitch that big old long line.
There you
So,
go. Also for my birthday, I have been starting some projects and I will start more in July. So you'll have to come back to our floss tube to see all of those things and all of the progress. But it was it was fun to pull out some of my garage sale finds and start those. And speaking of garage sale finds, I did pull everything together and I filmed a video. The only thing I didn't film was what I adopted from Katie before she got to put it in the garage sale.
mhm.
And I didn't add those on my video. I haven't really looked to see how long it is. It'll come out next Sunday. Um, because we'll be tied up with other things. But if it's not real long, I will probably go in and just film what I got from Katie because it's a pretty good bag full. And then we will I'll add that to the other videos. So you might see me in two different shirts during the video.
Sounds good. And if you want to see my garage sale finds, if you haven't watched last week, I showed those at the end of our video last week so that Lara could have the flexibility of filming whenever she wanted to
Well, and
instead of
you
working
would
around
probably
my
be
work.
glad, yes, that you didn't sit through that. I stacked it all up. I'll give you a little preview. I stacked it all up in price order. And I
Mm.
started with the most expensive thing and I went down to the least expensive thing. Well, actually, I started with floss and fabric, but then
Mhm.
pattern wise, I started with the most expensive and went down to the least expensive.
Ooh, exciting. That's
And I
fun.
show my big find and talk about how much it was. So
Awesome. That's cool.
it's kind of
So,
like a whip parade, but just a, a stash parade.
stash. So,
So fun though, because really, I mean, I have such a big stack of things, but when you think about what I really spent on things, it's not that much. Oh, and I didn't pay for the most expensive thing. Katie did. And then when she got it home, it was on 36 count linen. And so she didn't want to do that. So she gave it to me.
nice.
I should have said that on the video, right?
There we go. So, well, there's your extra info.
That's your preview.
That's right.
So have we been extra rambly enough?
Oh, yeah, and the shenanigans, past, present, and future, I'm sure we've talked about today. So I guess all that's left to say is bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good week. I feel really dorky whenever I do.